Yeah.
Yeah.
Butter. If you move your we're live. And Tony, if you move your camera a little bit more, I think more of the banner will be in there. Oh no, is it just it's just that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I didn't even got a chance to
Wise Pet Pros.
Rewise Pepper.
How are you doing today?
Super great.
Doing fantastic. Out working all day, killing cats and dogs and bearded dragons. What about you, Miss Nicole?
Teaching the future Americans.
Yes.
Teaching the future Americans.
That's right. I see a couple eyes. So, Vet Tech Tony, how was your day, ma'am?
My day was good. I got my workout in. Like, it was good. Actually should be working out right now, but they just went live with the fitness group that I'm in. So let's go. Let's hurry up.
All right, let's go.
Our topic today is bearded dragons. So,
dragons.
What do we know? What do we want to know or want the people to know?
I think we might want them to know a little bit about the habitat because that's the main thing. You know, anytime I've ever gone to the Reptile Expo here in Kalamazoo, you know, they sell the bearded dragons right here, and right next is like habitat stuff. You know, like, hey, we got everything you need. You know, because it's super important for reptiles, right, Tony?
Yes, it is. Probably shouldn't have had the work phone sitting next to me. It's making noises. But yes, having a habitat. I mean, if you bring a bearded dragon home, it's not like a puppy where you're gonna lay it on a pillow and be like, "Son, lay right next to me."
Yeah,
you have to have the right atmosphere for it to feel comfortable and safe in.
Oh, Miss Kayla, and who else? Speak your piece. Speak your name in the chat box if you can, because we can't see who you are. Oh, I guess we could if we go to the thing. But hey, Kayla.
Kayla, how you doing?
How's that new puppy? And Katie, okay, Katie, right? We got Kayla Burns. I don't know who the other person was. Boom.
Oh, I got some. I can't turn it off.
It's okay. It's okay. So who out there has had a bearded dragon before? Raise your hand. You, not me.
We'll just do the same thing.
Like that. Not I. No.
Everything I've ever had. No, I'm not gonna say everything I had fur. Not true.
Yeah. Mr. Graves is out there. Hello.
Oh, hello, Mr. Graves.
Hello, Mr. Graves.
And somebody said they had leopard geckos. Who was that?
I had a Mediterranean gecko.
Okay, you had a Mediterranean gecko, but somebody in the chat said they had leopard. Was that Kate? Okay. You know what? Oh, are you on the page that you can see?
Well, see, when I turn it on, I keep hearing.
I'm on the page.
Okay, I got
it. And so Kayla said the puppy is crazy, but not bad, actually. They're having less and less accidents lately, but he's very spoiled, and he's going to be big. All right.
I'm just going to turn it off.
Okay. Katie is the one who says that she has had leopard geckos before. Cool.
That is very cool.
You know, it's like you could have a leopard or you could have a gecko, you know. I'll go with the gecko.
Just throw them together. Bam!
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to like the gecko.
Let me go over to the banners. Okay, so we're talking about habitats. We know that they're reptiles. We know that they need, one of the main things they need is heat, right? Why is that, Miss Nicole? Miss Teacher Teach?
Yeah, well, because they are cold-blooded. And they cannot regulate their own body temperature, so they would need some heat provided by us. when I had my Mediterranean gecko, and it's a tiny little thing that is not native here, but in a particular area in our city, they reproduce, and it's a lot of them, and I wouldn't want to live there. Yeah. So the way I got it, the way I got it was my friend's son. One had gotten in his rain boot that was sitting outside, and she was like, "I got a Mediterranean gecko." I was like, "I'll come get it." But so speaking of the heat, I had to buy 2 lamps. One was for daytime heat because it was, hotter in the morning and during the day, and then you have to have the nighttime heat lamp on it, which was a blue light that was cooler, but it was still warm. So so that was something that I thought was pretty cool, that they still need a heat all the time.
That is pretty cool. But once when I had tortoises, I had lamp for the daytime and a lamp for the night. But the lamp at night had no light, and it was a ceramic heater, so it gave heat, but it let them have no light so that they could sleep. So that might be a little different.
Okay.
The Bearded Dragons, but they did still need the UV light, like throughout the day and stuff like that, but not necessarily at night.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now what about their food? Do we know what we could put inside their habitat?
Omnivores.
Okay.
So that eat vegetation, and that means they kind of eat some bugs, right? Like, yes, I said, right?
Right.
You can feel free to chime in, guests. Let me look over the comments. Yes, omnivore.
Like gnats.
Yeah.
Maybe little crickets, like little ones. It's kind of like when I had dart frogs.
Yeah.
They ate like the little gnats, and then like the little like baby crickets.
Yeah.
They're like before they turn black, they still like light brown.
I've seen those. They still hop.
Yeah.
That's a problem for me.
I was gonna say baby crickets in crickets in bags, like freak me out. Like if I go to the pet supply store and they're laying there, I'm like,
But I think them when they have live insects, it gives them more enrichment for their diet. So what did I have that I was feeding mealworms? I don't know, but I would imagine that mealworms would be good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good protein, I suppose. So Katie said she just named us the 3 amigos. Or unless she had 3. No. She had 3 leopard geckos.
Oh,
oops, my bad. See how I figured that pretty quickly?
You gotta get some rest. You gotta get some rest.
Also, what did you say?
Also, flowers and fruit, which I kind of suspected. But even small lizards and small rodents.
They eat that?
Really? For a bit? Wow.
That must be like the larger breed of bearded dragon.
Yeah, like that
kind of
Komodo dragon.
Well, Komodo dragon is a whole nother level. That's like first of all, it's 2 skips from being in this
extinct.
A dinosaur?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Plus they have that horrible mouth that can give you a horrible disease if they bite you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to the 4-legged fur.
Stick with the
Yeah.
I hear that. Let's see. Mr. Graves Victor said, I've had a Burmese python. Does that count?
For something, yeah, because I'm sure you had to use some lighting. Counts for something.
That's right. And then Kayla says she wants a snake. She's like, I want a snake.
That'll be. Do you get a snake, Kayla? I'm never coming to visit you.
Ever.
You hear that?
Because I can only be like, I don't know, Jackson had the snake somewhere. Now we can't find it.
Right.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
That sounds really familiar, huh? Three Wise Pet Pros, Sweet Heat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then other comments. I wanted a small turtle, but the local store didn't sell small ones. So the second best thing were the Three Amigo leopard geckos. Okay, Katie.
Okay.
She actually wanted a turtle, but wound up with a gecko. And then I think Katie was also saying that live bugs are the coolest thing to watch them hunt.
It is. It is really cool. And that was the Mediterranean gecko that I would put those mealworms in there and let them.
Oh,
Yeah, that was him.
okay.
It was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But I just wanted to make sure that thing didn't get out of there because I took it to school and I tell the students, do not open that lid.
That's right.
If it's out, I'm probably going to retire.
And those crickets jump out of the aquarium, someone said. The crickets will jump right out.
Oh, gosh.
And somebody said some lizards need calcium powder.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that. So when you go to the store and buy them, obviously they're not going to eat them all right away. So then you have to have a container for.
You got to catch them again?
No, you don't have to catch them again. There's a container that the one that I actually still have is, and it has like these like tubes that go down into them with caps on them, so that you can like the bugs that go up in them. But you create basically a habitat for the bugs.
Right. Yeah, that's something to think about. Oh.
Yeah, or not, because that's no.
Other comments. Okay, so the calcium powder. So actually we'll hold on for the comments for a second and go to our banners because we want to continue talking about the habitat. So what size what is the name for the habitat for a bearded dragon? Does anybody know?
The name of the habitat? Oh, so like a bird has an aviary. Oh.
You both did it.
That is so great. Yes, Tony.
That is so
I'm right with you.
I have a hint. I have a hint for you.
Okay.
It has to do with, it's the word that means earth.
Geo?
No. Or maybe it means land.
Geo.
Geo, land.
Come on, somebody. Put it in the chat.
Let me see if anybody said anything. I haven't seen any. Oh, somebody did write it and they were correct. Now, if you haven't put your actual name in, like Victor Graves, we can see Victor Graves' name, but we can't see everyone else's names. Just put your name after the comment if you haven't done that. But somebody did say the correct answer, which is terrarium.
Yeah, terrarium, dog.
I am so mad at myself for that.
I am too. I'm the teacher.
The science teacher.
Exactly. Terrarium.
No excuse. So speaking of terrariums, do we know what size terrarium the baby is gonna need?
So it would depend on I won't say it's common sense. We'll go back to the facts that when you're getting any pet, you want to go based off its size and how big it's going to get. So you can definitely go by the biggest size. Like if I think they get to be like 30 inches, they can get up to be that long, depending on what breed. So like the basic bearded dragon, I think they get to be at like 24 inches.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. They can be up to 2 feet, including the tail.
So that would mean you would need at least. Actually, I would probably think maybe even not even just an elongated aquarium, but one that had some height because they like to perch. So like 2 feet, 3 feet by Well, actually, I'm trying to think of the cages, the cages that I have, because they could be in a solid-sided case, but they could also be in a cage,
Like a clear, like aquarium or something.
like no, like jail.
Oh, really?
Or
Oh,
is that breed? But I guess that would be at the bigger stage in life.
Right.
okay.
That's
Well,
interesting.
it definitely is interesting. You definitely got to make sure you got enough space in there, room to grow. You know, at least 3 times as long as the dragon. So you might want to just start out with the longer one, bigger one anyway, like Tony was saying, longer and higher. And okay, terrarium. We got a couple answers over there. I feel like we're doing game night over here.
All right.
Somebody said dependent on the size of the lizard and number of lizards. Okay, that makes sense.
I guess I'm only gonna, if I was to ever have one, it would be one.
Only one.
This is everywhere. Like, no, thank you.
But yes, I would agree. You would have to have more, the amount of space.
Yeah.
So Miss Tony just alluded to something here that we're going to talk about next, something that's also needed inside the terrarium, which is a perch. Can you tell us, since you mentioned that, Miss Tony, why we would need that, why they would need that?
Simulating their natural habitat in regards to, because they're not on the ground, they do like to climb, and to be able to, lurk and perch.
Like lurk around.
But I also think that if once they get older and you handle them, then they'll be more friendly. Then they'll get used to that. I mean, they have leashes for bearded dragons.
What?
They have clothing. Yeah. There's a young man that I work with at Costco, and he dresses up his bearded dragon, takes him on to the park. Like, they be hanging out. So yes,
Wow.
Scotty, that's a shout out from the Three Wise Pet Pros. That's it.
Shout out.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. I have a Facebook friend that has a Corso, but I don't know if it's a bearded dragon. I did just ask her, Jessica Broussard, but she will just have it sitting on the couch, and I'm like, this is a scary Facebook post, and I just need to see the dog. Thank you, and goodbye.
He was, did at least have a blanket on the couch or something. Like,
so like perched up on curtains.
Oh, geez, no. Yeah, no.
I'm just thinking about poop, like poop everywhere. Like, we don't need all that, out of the game.
I just don't want to be sitting down looking at TV, and I'm like, what? Why are you up there? So no.
Hey, come here. So also inside of a terrarium, there's something that we have a question for. Let's ask this question. Do they need a hide box? I would say, I think they probably do, because like Ms. Nicole said earlier about their habitat being similar to what they have in the world, out in life, environmental enrichment would be giving them something that they would need out there. So even though they may not have the natural predators inside your house, they still need somewhere to hide, just in case they get nervous or fearful about anything, or want to protect themselves from heat in case they get overheated somehow. Like if your heating element malfunctioned or something, you will want to make sure that there was a hide box in there. That goes for many different types of reptiles. They need to hide. Yes.
We all need a hide box.
I know. Can we build one for me?
Just go to the bathroom. People won't bother you.
Okay. That's our human hide box.
Does not work for me.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't work for my mom either, and I'm 50 years old.
I'm like, meow. I'm like
oh my goodness. Yep. And well, this one here, she somehow snuck her way in here, Tony.
Is that her bed?
Yes, okay, so I
Well,
did.
I was like, don't look like too much sneaking in.
Yeah, she didn't sneak.
Be like,
She's invited.
get in here.
Yes.
So she didn't do that. Let's see. What else do we know about beardies? I think we had a couple of experts on the line earlier, so we're really grateful for Katie stopping by and Kayla, Victor. I'm not sure if there was anybody else who was here. I helped care for my brother's Euromastix lizard. Later in life, my brother took him to college. When Murphy, the lizard, passed the biology department to make him a. When Murphy, the lizard, passed, the biology department made him into a skeleton for educational purposes.
Yeah, listen to what happened with us. My third graders, when I had the Mediterranean gecko, we had been talking about life cycles, and we had the mealworms, and we took some mealworms and we let them go through their life cycles, and they turned into these crazy looking moths. But our gecko eventually passed, and I asked the students if they wanted to bury it or if they wanted to leave it there so we could see what happened. And of course they wanted to leave it there, and those tiny little bones, oh my gosh, they were like, oh look, all the skin is gone and it's his skeleton. And it was really, really cool. It was really cool.
Tenerife skeletons over there. What kind of?
I know, I was about to just go grab one. So it happened by itself, or was there insects in there or something?
No, we didn't do anything. We let it just go away by itself. It decayed. Because it was so tiny, there was no, smell or anything, but the kids thought it was really, really cool for them to see that whole process happen.
So this is a frog. So this is not even the same type of species, but it still kind of has a similar like bone structure. The only reptile I have in here is a snake. So
yeah, she has a snake skeleton. No, it's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm sure you guys have probably seen some of those videos where they have a whole place where they study decay, and they, put remains out into like the woodsy area. And it's where they teach like coroners how to learn the different stages and stuff like that. So
to be detectives.
Yeah.
Depending on what is eating them, maybe. Like, I was looking at something once where you can tell what stage of decay it's at based on what kind of organism is eating it.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, because I used to watch that show Bones all the time. And they, they knew exactly what stage based on the little buggy bugs. And let's see, Dr. Kroom has skeletons. Oh, neat!
In her closet.
Corners and human remains. Okay, so I'm sure this is Katie. We still have just one person here. We know Katie. She always sticks with us through.
Thank you, ride or die.
She said coroners and human remain detection dogs. Coroners and human remain detection dogs also use places like that where, remains are allowed to do. She said, yep, ha, 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 it's me. We know. We got you, girl. We got you. Okay. So, yes. Is there anything else that anyone else wants to add about bearded dragon habitats? Yes, ma'am.
Well, not about the habitat, but okay. I did see that the name is the bearded dragon because of the spiny armor around its chin, like a beard.
I wonder if I could pull one of those up real quick.
Yeah.
Bearded dragon. There's.
Yeah, I would not. Well, no, I don't want a bearded dragon. I was just thinking about petting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna share real quick, and then
Mm,
Yeah, no, Tony. But at least they wouldn't have to be washed,
yeah, or trimmed,
right?
and you have to make sure they had if within their habitat because their nails would grow. You have
Oh,
to make
geez.
sure that
No.
they have like bark like substance for client.
let me see.
Yeah, nah. I'll stick with what I got.
Okay, just trying to get an image real quick to see. Mm, mhm, mhm. Okay, I think I got it. Ooh. Okay, and I have to share string.
Cool. Maybe he did have a bath.
They probably you can probably shower them, like when it rains and they sunbathe.
Oh yeah.
So to simulate that, I mean, probably go in the bathroom and shampoo them up or anything, but nice little shower or have a mister in their aquarium or
Yeah.
terrarium.
I'm sure they're probably like other reptiles in that they do need baths to drink. I mean, I'm sure they drink sometimes too, but they also need to,
Absorb.
like absorb
Absorption.
it through their skin and stuff like that. So, all right.
Yeah, that was
Sweet.
Sweet, sweet.
Awesome. Okay, well, I think it's about that time. Unless anybody has any other thoughts, does someone want to take us out?
I will take us right on out because I know that Miss Tony has to get to her. Let's get physical.
And I got to get my hair did, and I also have another appointment.
Yeah. Yeah, the workout time is almost over. It's like 45.
Oh gosh, you got 35 minutes.
It's like almost over with.
Almost over with. But it's recorded. I can do it later if
Okay.
I'm awake.
You better do it. Do it for me because I have not been exercising.
I worked out this morning, so
Do it for the culture. Well, take us out.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody who joined and gave us some information and gained some information about bearded dragons. While I don't want one, if you think you do, by all means, go get one. This has been 3 Wise Pet Pros. Peace.
All right.
Peace,
Everybody have a
y'all.
good night.
Good night.